I'd laugh. I was watching the ball game where Brady, the game before the Super Bowl. And I text Robert here, and I said, "Were you watching the game?" And he said, "A bit of it, not much." I said, "Wasn't that amazing?" He said, "That's Brady's paradigm. Last minute, pulls it out of the hat, Does something great at the last minute." He says, "That's his paradigm." And then a few minutes later, I got another text from him. He says, "It's also the opposition's paradigm. It's in their subconscious mind that he's going to do that." And I thought, damn, is that ever true? You see, whatever operates in your subconscious mind is manifesting in your life. So take a look at your results. Take a look at your life. Take a look at how you're living. And ask yourself, do I like it? If you don't like it, for God's sake, make a decision you're going to change it. This has got nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with connections. It just has to do with a decision. I made up my mind I would build a company that operated. Now, I'm going to tell you, I could really spoil your week with some of the things that's happened to me since that day in that house on Maplewood Lane. Not everybody I connected with was a straight shooter. I got screwed right and left for lots of money a few times. And I thought, well, that's what you pay for not understanding some of these things. That's the price of the education, Proctor. Keep going. And I would just keep on going. And we keep attracting more people and better people, and we attract good things, and we make good things happen. Okay? Now look at. Think of what we've said. Now I want you to look at this. Say, this is you today. Okay? So really let yourself get involved in this. I want you to think, this is you today. I want you to think of the results you're getting. Okay? There's information flowing into your conscious mind. It could come from friends, it could come from relatives, it could come from TV, it could come from the newspaper. God knows where it comes from. But it's coming right into your subconscious or into your conscious mind. Now you have the ability to take all this negative information and you can reject it. You can just say, I don't want that. You have a reasoning factor. It's reason that gives you the ability to think and say, I'm not going to accept that. And you can just say, get out of here and make it go away. Most people don't do that. Now you remember what we said about the subconscious? It has no ability to reject. This is what most people do. They got that information there, and they're not thinking, so this is the way their mind is, and it goes right into their subconscious. And the subconscious accepts anything. That's why what you hear about the economy in the papers and on TV and all that is controlling most people in business. I have never paid any attention to the economy, ever. Could care less what it's doing. I know what I'm doing. And I do know this, in the very worst of times, there's people doing wonderful work and earning millions. And in the best of times, there's people that couldn't earn $1. It's got nothing to do with what's going on outside. It has to do with what's going on inside. Now, why would people do that? Why would they leave their mind wide open? Well, the answer is obvious. We're talking about it. It's their paradigm. They're programmed not to think, just to be like a dumb terminal. Starts in school. I was hung around with the wrong guys in school. I was one of the wrong guys too. My mother would say, "What'd I tell you about hanging around with those kids?" And their mother was saying the same thing to them. Yeah, when I wasn't thinking, what's going into my subconscious? They're thinking, their thoughts. This is life. Why would we do that? Well, let's look at it. Let's close that window for a second, and let's come over here. That's you today. This is you when you were just an infant. As an infant, you arrived on the scene. You had no ability to think. You had no ability to imagine. You had no ability to accept or reject. And so whatever's going on around was going right into your subconscious mind. Whatever language was spoken, you learned that language. If there's 2 languages spoken, you would learn 2 languages. I had an associate over in Kuala Lumpur that I worked with, had a little boy. At 4, the kid could speak 4 languages. They thought nothing of it. There's all kinds of places where little kids speak 4 and 5 languages. It's very common. Why do you think almost all welfare recipients are 3rd, 4th, 5th generation welfare recipients? It's being bred into them. All they hear about is people talking about tough times. What the hell's the sense in trying? You pay off one bill and another one pops up. Money doesn't grow on. You see, we must have all grown up in the same house. Now think. This stuff is going right into our subconscious mind. I was talking to Mikey the other day, and she sent me a picture of her new baby with her other baby. And she said, I just can't believe that I've got 2 children that are so good. They're so happy. I said, well, they're probably in a happy home. As you find a child that's alcoholic all the time, they're in a home where there's a lot of confusion and chaos. Baby doesn't think. Baby just accepts whatever's going on around it.